Alright, well, there's this thing I heard about. It's at Menards. I know most of you guys said you don't have a Menards, but you know how on Halloween it rains and your stuff gets ruined, right? Well, I have asked, I know it rained a little bit this year, but people still did their haunted display this year. I was like, how did your props not get ruined? And then some of them said, well, there's this stuff at Menards. You spray it on the props. It's like spraying stuff, and then when it rains on it, it bounces right off of it. It worked just fine, they said. It didn't ruin anything. Everything worked just fine. And I haven't gotten this stuff to prove it yet, but I need to. Because, yeah. And I was just amazed that there's something like that. And I hope it is really true. But they said they used it and it worked just fine. So I'm guessing they wouldn't be lying about it if it worked for them. I know there wasn't much rain this year for us, but I was too scared. I wouldn't dare to let this stuff get ruined by one drop of rain. Because I know how defective these things can be. I know that Techie Toys has done a better job, though. If you haven't noticed, Techie Toys has made it so rain can't really get in them as much because they make these. Now, see, so I guess they're starting to think about the weather now more. I know they've always made those cover-ups, but they still get wet and then it soaks into the circuit board, but it would definitely destroy her. I know that. But see, they're getting better. I mean, it would probably slip down there, but that's not a Techie Toys. Ghostface would probably. Never mind. He's got Ghost Girl. See, all the electrical stuff, you wouldn't want it plugged in because you want it sealed up. Death Row, he's got a zipper, so he would probably be fine. But the thing is, if he gets too much rain on him, he'll get heavy, and his plastic will have a hard time moving him, and he'll probably crack or something. But they've been getting better, I guess, at making them more weatherproof, I guess you could say. A little bit. But yeah, I really want to try this stuff to see if it works, because I need that stuff. And they said it worked just fine. They said they've used it for a while and it's worked. They've had no problems with it. They're the guys who bought the whole entire asylum at our spirits, and they even bought the entrance clown spinning eyes thing. The entrance thing of the clown that spins its eyes. But yeah, they bought the whole entire asylum except for the one where Death Row, Jumping Dog, and Burnixer Zombie was at. That one was bought by someone else. But the rest of it, everything, even the chairs, everything, just not the props. But they did buy Buzzsaw and some of the other props, though. They got the broken gruesome granny for free. They're the ones who got that, because they're gonna let me take that one home. But it was so broken at the end of the year, it didn't move at all. It would barely even seen anymore. Yeah, it was pretty dead, that granny. It was bad. Very bad. But yeah, and then there was another lady who also bought the pop-up zombie earlier in the year. And they said it worked just fine. It was perfect. And it was even raining a little bit outside. And they said nothing had happened. They said everything was just fine. And I'm just surprised that nothing got ruined on Halloween. Because of how fragile these are. Darn it, can't stop it now. But yeah, I'm surprised at how much people put out and the stuff didn't even get ruined. Although the people who put that dead humor on the Rising from the Grave out and it blew out their audio track and they didn't make noise anymore, that was stupid of them. And then they returned it saying there's kids in their neighborhood that was stealing, but they actually put it out in the rain and the sound got fried out. That was stupid. And he wanted them really bad too. He bought them both, Rising from the Grave Zombie and Dead Humor, and they were the last ones we were gonna get. but they returned them. There was probably kids stealing their stuff, but still, really, why would you even put that out on before Halloween? You only put them out on Halloween, because if you put it out before Halloween, of course people are gonna steal it. Oh, and it's gonna get rained on and ruined. It doesn't really take a lot to figure that out. I wanted to put my stuff out early. I was going to hang a bunch of flying ghosts in the yard, but then I thought, well, if people are going to steal it, they'll just wait till I'm asleep, and then they'll quietly unwrap it from the tree, and then they'll take it. So I decided, no, not a good idea. So, yeah, but I'd like to try out the spray stuff to see if it really worked. So, I guess, yeah. Pop-up zombie here, I guess, worked okay. I don't know. Only that display one fried out, though. I think it had the wrong adapter plugged in it for a little bit, but I don't know what really happened to it. Why it got so messed up. But mine works fine. I know I haven't used it very much, though. The other display one, which was getting a little bad because the wire was getting loose on it, it would stop going down. Sometimes it wouldn't go down. Sometimes it would get stuck and I'd have to push it down. And I told the lady who bought it, they said hopefully we won't have to return it. And then that lady who got it, and they put it out, and they took it inside every night, though. They only brought it out on Halloween, and it got rained on a little bit, but they said it worked just fine. And then the last one, I don't know who got that one. Oh yeah, it was the guy who I gave my pumpkin nester to. Because I was about to buy a pumpkin nester, but there was supposed to be another pumpkin nester coming in the truck, but it never came because they were all sold out. So yeah, but oh well, where would I have hanged it? I mean, my ceilings aren't very durable. I mean, they're not very strong. It would just pull that thing right down. It'd ruin my ceiling. That thing is too big to hang in here anyways. So it doesn't... that was one prop I probably wouldn't fit in here either. So it's not a totally bad thing I lost that prop. But yeah.